over a week ago, wasn't it? Dick Turpin wore a mask and I'm retiring from boxing. No, I don't think...
What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel, another brand new video. Definitely not learning from my mistakes last week. We're having a coffee after work, but it is definitely needed after two rather late nights, Saturday nights. Kay and I had some friends round. We stayed up till late. We say late, we went to bed just after midnight. That's very late for both of us. And then yesterday we were out for dinner, went for a roast at Papillon in Liverpool, and then off to see Milton Jones, the film. He was very, very good. I recommend going to see him if you can, if he's still on tour. Getting the camera's not on the attachments, I've got to hold it to make sure it doesn't fly off the dashboard. But body's feeling pretty good. Had a bit of a mental moment yesterday or over the weekend as I was editing the previous video. It was just taking so long, it kept crashing on hit film, and I just thought, what's even the point anyway, because no one really watches. But it's good for me. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, really, because it's, at the end of the day, I enjoy it, and if people watch, people watch. So right now we are heading over to Vault for session 1 of the week, which I believe is 6 rounds. What are you doing, you idiot? I think it's 6 rounds of running, burpees and wall balls, so I'm sure that's going to be very fun. And as per usual, I absolutely suck at pacing. Sometimes if I go into these rounds, it starts off very easy, although feeling easy is still a lot harder than it should be, if that makes any sense. So that session was, like I said, 6 rounds, 400 metres to run, 20 metre burpees, which works out about 14 burpee wall jumps for me, and then 20 wall balls. Really working on depth on these wall balls, just make sure I was getting nice and low and I have to concentrate on catching the ball because it's all misshapen. And some of the times I was catching one between 4 and 4 and pulling me this way, and that's why I had to really concentrate there. And like I say, the pacing just absolutely blew up from round 2. I'll put all the times on the screen now, what I've noted down. Started at 3:27 for the first round, and then I think the first 3 were all around 3:30, and then from there went up to like 3:50 plus, still under 4 minutes, which what I thought I could do, I'd do anyway, so that goal's been hit. But I'd rather be the other way around, start at 3:50 and end at 3:30, so that's something I definitely need to work on. Anyway, that's the conditioning done for today, a little bit of bodybuilding, and then that's session 1 for the week done. These close grip benches were very tough, although that shouldn't come as a surprise after all the burpees and wall balls I'd just done. And these were supersetted with chin-ups, which I've not done for a very long time, but chin-ups do feel good on the shoulder, so these felt surprisingly, consider I've not done them for a very long time, if not several months. So this is probably something I'm going to build on after Vienna and finally get that shoulder fixed. So it was 4 to 5 rounds of that, and then finished with just one more accessory movement, which I've not done for another long while, was seal rows. Kept things light with a hook grip just to work on that grip strength, as well as the back for a couple of sets of 12 reps. So I finally remembered to try out the magnetic nasal strip, and so far it feels okay. Nose feels a lot more open. I can get a lot more air in, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like once I'm out running. But another thing I got yesterday, I ordered yesterday, and also arrived yesterday, which is very surprising. I was just fed up in work. I charged my headphones all evening on Sunday for one of them to not even have charged and one of them to be on 10%. And the case was fully charged, but they weren't charged in the case. I ordered myself some. These are bone conducting headphones. So use the bone conduction to create sound, but I don't know the science behind that. Turn it down, I'm currently watching highlights of the weekend. But here they are, the double loop ones. I wanted double loop ones anyway, because in-ear ones falling out, and I found those ones over were still getting loose and falling out because of how sweaty I am. So these hook over the ears and sit just in front of the ears. It's also good because I'll be able to still hear cars and whatnot, which is something I am obviously cautious of. But funny enough, I wonder what these were, but I realised they come with earplugs, which I'm definitely not going to use, but that's where they sit, just in front. I've tried them. This sound quality is pretty good, but I've not used them somewhere where it's noises. Hopefully it's not too quite that decent. Just a basic sort of Amazon pair really. Here's the box. I might link them down below if I remember to add it. There is that focus there. So yeah, time to head out for today's run. It's a bit different than what's been the last couple of weeks. It is just a set distance, but with some intervals in that. I think it's warm up, 3 to 4, 2 meters at not max effort, but pretty hard effort with 300 meters recovery, and then 3 or 4 times with 5 minutes or so between. Do it again, go down, and that's the running done. And then once I've done that, we'll come home, eat, and then it will be off to football for another game. So it looks like it's going to be 11 aside, so maybe a little less running tonight, but probably not. That session was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. I think just legs were just feeling heavy from yesterday's session, and today's walking work was tough, but got it done. That nose, my mind's gone blank on what it's called. That nose, what's it called? But anyway, the thing about my nose, I've completely, the nose strip. I'm not going to judge it just yet, but the left side did fall off because I don't think it was on properly, and also the rain as well didn't help. But right one stayed on fine, so maybe I just didn't wipe my left side enough, so I'll use that next time. Headphones were really good. It was strange being able to hear the road clearly as well as the headphones, but it's definitely going to keep me a bit safe on the roads. But we are back home now. Got I had last week, and it gave me a lot of energy for football, so I'm having the same again. It was oats, 100 grams, scoop peanut butter, sultanas, maple syrup, and then sprinkled with some salt. It's about an hour and a half now until football, so I'm going to enjoy this. They're going to say it's more of a intra-workout snack because there's not much time between the end of that run and football, so I'm going to try and stay warm, stay loose, had a bit of a stretch, and then hopefully do well at football tonight. And I think the rain's due to stop at that time, so that's going to be perfect. So this is actually an impromptu session. I wasn't planning on training today, but despite how tired and sore my legs are feeling, my body's feeling pretty good. And also, because we are away this weekend from Friday to Sunday, I didn't fancy having today off, day training, and then 3 days off. I think I'd rather train for 4 days than have the 3 days off. Although there is a gym there at Leisure Centre, I might use that on Saturday. I just still have a bit more peace of mind training today if I did have to take 3 days off. Well, I didn't realize the boot was so low. So today's session is just going to be a bit of an upper bro session, a bit of an insight into kind of what I'm going to be doing after Vienna, minus any conditioning stuff. So taking some basic value now, gonna go and get warm, try and wake up a bit more, and then yeah, should be a decent little session. This session was more sort of testing the water to see how my body would react. Training 3 days in a row, having an upper body session before a rest day. Although this week I'm not resting because I'm away on Friday, but this will probably be the same movements I keep in, but there would be some conditioning after the first 2 main movements, which will be a dumbbell incline bench, because that's an area I want to build up my upper chest and shoulders. I did think about barbell bench, but I think the aim of the game for upper body anyway will be hypertrophy after Hyrox and get these seal rows back in, see if I can get back up to those strength levels, try and get over 100. And then accessory press, this was okay on the shoulder. Again, I might do a Arnie press, but I was just stuck for time, wanted to try it out.
and then getting things basic: vertical pull, vertical push, horizontal pull, horizontal, vertical pull. You get what I'm saying. Just the lat pull downs, and I did do some tricep work, but didn't film. And missed out on the biceps because tomorrow session has sled pulls, which you want to keep the arms and back relatively fresh. So there's nothing crazy, just a nice little pump, which actually woke me up and made me feeling much better than I did before the session.
Surprisingly, that was a rather enjoyable session. It's been a very long time since I've done an upper body bodybuilding only kind of session. Maybe I might just keep them as that rather than try and add in any conditioning in the future, but I'll play it by ear when we are there. But kept things nice and easy, got a nice little pump on, and I don't know what I think, to be honest. I was going to say with work, but I think last time I did this kind of training I was already a postman, but it was good to just not do anything on the legs but get the blood flowing. I feel a lot more awake, feel a lot better than if I would have just gone home, would have just been probably moaned and complained, and just being tired making me more tired tomorrow. So that's going to be the real test to see how energized I am tomorrow. Although in the future, Thursday is probably going to be my main rest day. I'm going to have to do Friday's Hyrox session tomorrow because, like I said, we're off to the Belfry on Friday for the weekend. So let's go home, rest, and see how the body feels tomorrow when we are back here. And just like that, we are back at the gym. I've actually been thinking about changing the videos up, but I'll discuss that later on. It's been a great start to this session. I managed to snap one of my bands. These probably last me the longest time, these bands. I've had these for about over 2 years, which is surprising. Looks like I have to get some more. Just the cheap ones on Amazon, so not too expensive, but body's feeling good after yesterday's session. Shoulders are sore and biceps are sore as well, even though I didn't do any curls. It's going to be interesting to see how today's session goes because it is 4 rounds of 800 meter run, 30 calorie ski, 400 meter run, 50 meter sled pull, or I might do 20 meters just to round up because of my OCD, 400 meter run, and then a 30 meter walking lunge with 2 minutes rest between the rounds for 4 total rounds, if I haven't mentioned that already. But yeah, body's feeling good. Just going to finish with the warm up and then dive straight in. So that was a quite enjoyable session, and I thought I'd save the debrief for once I was home because the gym was getting far too busy and I've been there for far too long. And I actually messed up that first round. I went from the ski into the sled pull rather than running and then sled pulling. So that's probably why I went a couple of times on screen. It was like 12 minutes 17 first round, and then after that rounds 2, 3 and 4 were around 13.5 to 14 minutes, but very enjoyable, felt strong. The hardest thing was actually going from the ski into the run. I was kept getting quite ahead after the ski, and then the hamstrings were sore from the, not sore, but a bit fatigued. They've been feeling heavy all week since Tuesday, to be honest, but enjoyed that one. Managed to get it all done in under an hour, although I stayed an extra probably half an hour just doing
accessory actually only filmed the core work, that's all I did, but I just took time getting some clips of the session. And what I was going to say about these vlogs, this channel, whatever it is, I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm tempted to try out some daily vlogs, as in rather than just record my sessions, do them individually, rather than record them and then post smaller ones at the end of the week, record a bit more daily and just more sort of daily life rather than just training. Maybe that'll help with my confidence in vlogging in public. Who knows? That's what I'm thinking. I think it might help and it'll make me more of a vlogger, YouTuber. I don't know. Don't really consider myself a YouTuber because he's more like Dear Diaries almost and that kind of vlog. But that's why I'm thinking maybe trying that after Vienna, or maybe try and do a couple before then. It'll bring the time of the video right down to maybe, I don't know, definitely under 10, maybe 4 to 6 minutes. That'll be sort of ideal. The sweet spot would be some longer ones there. We do more in-depth stuff. No idea what they would be, but that's the plan. Let me know what you think below. Would that be more beneficial? Not that anybody cares. So right now, got my usual post-workout salted caramel hot chocolate. I'm gonna snack on some chocolate. I've got Christmas chocolate. I've got a box of dark chocolate lints, and I've got mini Toblerones, the white, dark, and regular. So we're gonna snack on a few of those and also pack for the weekend. Should be fun. I never knew golf clubs had dress codes, so I'm going to try and find a pair of trousers, or actually don't do chinos, so I'm going to try and find trousers, otherwise I won't be able to use the driving range. So it'll be a weekend sat in the hotel with Odin. But yeah, I'm going to pack, chill for the weekend, and then catch you all in the next one. Peace. Unless I decide to train, in which we'll just carry on from this. If not, see you in the next one.